How are you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm doing really great. Thank you for asking, ma'am. How about you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thanks. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Saraswati.
Saraswati. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so sorry, Saraswati. It's been a while now since we last
Yes,
spoke.
yes, I can understand, ma'am.
Last time, Saraswati, you had booked a couple of back-to-back classes and then you didn't come for any of those
Yes,
classes.
actually,
What
yesterday
happened?
also I booked two sessions with different tutor, but I canceled because I have a migraine issue, ma'am. So
Oh,
anytime it arises, so it's I have to cancel that time.
oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
migraines are crazy. I know. I've been there. I know how it is. Yeah. I have a
Hmm.
sinusitis problem. For me, that is
Hmm.
the it's crazy. But drink plenty of water. Water is the best solution for it,
Hmm.
Saraswati. So,
Yes.
how's things with you? How's your channel going? Is it going well?
These days I'm not very consistent with my channel. Reason because earlier I was most of the session I used to take with Gopalan sir and other tutors also. But last 3, 4, I think one year, I have changed many tutors also. So he is
Mm.
not very comfortable uploading videos on YouTube. So that's the
Oh,
reason only I take sessions with him, but did not upload that videos. And as I'm not consistent on my channel, so that reflect on my channel. These days I get
oh,
very less views.
oh, right, right,
Yes,
okay.
but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. But my because my main purpose is to learn well.
Yes, absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. How
How's
has
your
your
channel going on, ma'am?
my channel is also, I'm also very inconsistent with my channel. I am mostly
Hmm.
active on Instagram and on LinkedIn. And so what happens is YouTube tends to take a backseat, to tell you the truth. The
Yes.
only reason I started the YouTube channel was because of the fact that a lot of people said, please, please start the channel on YouTube because there are a lot of people who are not on Instagram. But
Yes. Yes.
surprisingly, I still, on a daily basis, people are still subscribing to my channel. I don't know why.
Yes, yes, they
But
subscribe. Even these days, I am not consistent, but at least every single day, I get 1 or 2 subscribers.
subscribers, yeah, yeah. Somehow people, maybe these videos come up in their feed or something. I have no idea. So
Yes.
that is an incentive that motivates me to upload. Sometimes I'm lazy also,
Hmm.
Saraswati. Sometimes I don't have that motivation
But I think
to
you
do
should be
it.
very consistent, ma'am. One day your channel will grow as you very means proficient in this language, and if you upload good content, people not now but in future surely your channel will grow.
Yeah,
Be consistent
I'm
with that.
also. I'm also thinking the same thing actually. I'm trying to be consistent. At least every 2 days I
Don't
should actually
demotivate
upload.
only like you are not getting views and subscribers. It will
Yeah.
grow.
It will grow. Yeah. How long did it take for your channel to start growing and for you to start seeing progress in your channel?
Actually, as I have created my channel almost 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, and then start uploading really good contents people would like to watch. Not only English related means videos. As my already I had kept my YouTube channel name Humming Space. So I
Right.
my purpose is to upload different types of videos also like motivational videos
That's
or
good.
as I'm very good at photo editing part, so I can
Oh,
upload also that. Already I have
yeah.
kept category. So these types of categories I can choose and can upload the videos.
Very true.
Let's see. Yes,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
yes.
Something I wanted to ask you, Saraswati, is recently I was having a discussion with the headmistress in my children's school. And so today's generation, so she was concerned. She was asking me to come and give a talk in the school for these children who are in the maybe fourth grade, fifth grade,
Mhm.
middle school.
Yes.
No, actually, that is still primary, no? So in the primary school. So she was asking me to come and give those kids a talk, the primary school students, because now a lot of them, when you ask them what they want to be, what profession do they want to choose, they immediately say video blogger. They want to be bloggers
Mhm.
or they want to be influencers.
Yes,
So a
yes.
lot of children are saying this. And so I said, why do you want me to come? I am not consistent with my channel. So why do you want me to come? You should get someone who's got a lot of followers. So but I have been coming there and I have been teaching in the school. So the children are very familiar with me. They like me. We have a good relationship now. So
Mhm.
she said they are first of all, Neetu, they like you. They're familiar with you. Second thing is you post educational content.
Yes.
So that is content of substance, content of relevance. But these children, they see makeup blogging, or and I said there is
Uh,
nothing wrong, but she is of the older generation, Saraswati.
yeah,
So she does not like all those things, makeup blogging and all of
yeah.
that. In your opinion, Saraswati, if a child who is in the fourth grade, primary school kids basically, if a child
Yes.
wants to start their own YouTube channel, what advice would you give them?
It's really very an interesting question, and I can give my fair view on it. Because my daughter is
Please,
already like she has completed 13 years. This on
oh,
17th of November. So yes,
lovely.
my advice, if anyone, any student who is in the fourth standard or fifth standard, in between that period, so they can start with first. It's very crucial to identify their creativity, their potential.
Okay,
After that, they can start, and parents can also guide and can help. As my daughter, she is very good at painting as well as singing too, and
okay,
she was talking for a quite long time. She's talking just to start her own channel, but we stopped her not to start from now because this age is to focus on her academics.
true.
As a hobby, yes, it's okay, but we can't means depend totally on YouTube
Okay,
without getting proficiency in any of the fields. I
very good
believe
point.
that earning money, getting name, fame, prosperity is totally different. This age is for learning each and every thing, whether it is skill, education, academics. After that, they can start, or side by side, like once in a week or twice in a week. Whenever you have leisure time, you can utilize that time and shoot your videos with the help of your parents also. Not totally engaged in that, at least you can shoot your video, and rest of the thing you can hand over to your parents. In this way you can start, but my suggestion is not to fully engage on social media platform, leaving all your study work or learning on your other skills, I believe.
What age would be the appropriate age to start a channel on social media?
I think it doesn't matter if you have skill, because there are many children and they have full of beings, full of potential. Like you must have heard the name one very small girl. She also got selected in a dance program. I'm not aware of
Yeah.
that girl.
Uh, yeah. Even I don't remember the name, but she's very
Yes,
popular.
yes,
Small,
she's
fair,
very
very pretty
popular.
girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now she has already started her channel, and her channel is also growing. So if
Oh,
you
really?
have that much of potential, so you can start at any age. But like very common, or what we say, common student, uh, anyone can't be grow on, can depend on social media.
Hmm. Okay.
I think so. If you have that potential, and if your parents feel like yes, you can grow and can handle both the things like academics as well as here also, then you can go, but not fully.
You talked about potential, Saraswati. Potential is a very interesting term that you used. But let's say that I am in the fifth grade. I'm 10 years old. I
Mhm.
have potential. But once I start my own YouTube channel, don't you think that because I start getting views. So my first video gets 10,000 views. Second video gets 20,000 views. So I would focus less on the potential aspect and more on the views aspect. Do you think that that is a possibility that could happen?
Yes, that could happen,
Yeah.
and it happens with many YouTubers. So better, but I think if you want to grow for a long term, so surely you will have to keep in your mind and stick with your guns in which field you have the potential, and whatever videos you choose to upload, it should be very what we say, very valuable. And I believe that for students, especially as we are talking about students, so we
Yeah.
should upload these types of videos that is helpful for us and for others also, like add value in others' life.
Hmm. That is
Yes.
true. Yeah. There are a lot of videos of people who say a day in my life. So from the
Hmm.
time they get up in the morning till the time they go to sleep, they show everything that's happening in their life.
Yes.
What sort of value does that add, Saraswati?
Uh, Sometimes I believe that first, no value, but at the as every coin has two sides. So when
True.
we see others from morning to night routine, we saw all things what is happening in the entire life. Suppose I am very lazy person. By watching that video, maybe I can start something new, doing something start. Maybe I'll start something new.
That's true.
In that
Hmm.
way, I can add value in my life watching that videos.
Yeah. That's a very, very valid point. I didn't think of it from that angle. Because as
Yes,
soon as I see this day in my life, then immediately I say, oh, I don't want to see that anymore. And then I immediately, yeah, close it up. But I didn't think of it from this angle because I thought people are just showcasing what they're doing in their life. But when you do that, Saraswati, at the same time, privacy, your privacy is also getting hindered. No, when you showcase everything in your life from morning to night, there is no element of privacy in your life. Correct?
mm,
So your
yes,
privacy is getting compromised. No, when you do something
yes,
like this, don't you
yes,
agree?
yes. So in this case, it depends on person. It depends on person to person, because everyone is not very comfortable showing each and everything what is happening in the entire life. Even I also. I can also show, and maybe I can get lots of views and subscriber by showing each and everything, but I am not comfortable doing that.
Right.
So it depends on person to person, I believe.
That's
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, I think that is one aspect. It depends on what every person is looking at.
Yes.
Recently, but something else I wanted to discuss with you is if we move from children to the adult audience.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Recently, there's a very popular influencer. She's a classical dancer, and I think
Uh-huh.
she's a bit of an she's acted in a few movies. I think I don't know, but she's a classical dancer, brilliant dancer. She's married. She has a little girl, and she posts on a daily basis videos of her getting up at 4 in the morning, and she's got cattle, so she cleans out the cattle sheds, feeds them. She
Mhm.
cleans her entire house. She's got a whole bunch of dogs. She
Mhm.
seems like it seems like she's doing all this on her own without any external help.
Yes, yes,
Those videos have garnered millions of views.
yes,
And a lot of people, a lot of women, they've posted now in response to her videos. Many women have posted videos saying, my God, when we see her doing all these things, we feel lazy. We feel like
mhm,
as if we are sitting jobless at home.
yes,
My
yes,
question to you, Saraswati, is those videos. Now, you are telling me that when I see a day in my life video, I feel, oh my God, I'm not doing anything with my life. Let me do something interesting.
yes,
But
yes,
when we see these videos, there is another side to it, no? That is, you probably feel demotivated or you probably feel useless. You probably feel, oh my God, I'm not good enough. Do you think that
mhm.
that is a possibility? That maybe we could feel depressed or we could be self critical of ourselves when we see these kinds of videos?
To some extent, yes, it is possible, because when we see someone doing something and we feel like very low sometimes as a human nature. So it depends on how we take. If we take it in positive way, so surely we will start doing something. As it's a very good example of my own only. I have started talking means people, even my English journey, only watching others video. Yes,
Yeah.
that was in my mind, but I had no idea how to start, how to talk. But when one day when I was scrolling my mobile, one video came across, and it was the lady was a YouTuber. So I
Okay.
just mailed that lady, and
Okay.
within half an hour she replied. And after that,
Oh,
I got to know how to means make these types of videos, means
okay.
conversational videos. And from there, I got motivation, and I got a uh, means what we say way how I start my journey. Because when we go in the right direction,
Yeah.
our motto is very clear. So in that case, God also supports us, I believe. Yes,
Ah, that is also a valid point. Okay, so you're saying that it depends on our perception. That is how we
yes,
view it.
yes,
So we
yes,
can view it either to feel demotivated or low about ourselves, or we can also view it to feel good about ourselves.
yes,
That is
yes.
what you're trying to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Saraswati, often something that I recently there was a discussion because it started in Australia. A young girl, she was only in the seventh grade.
Mm-hmm.
She sadly took her own life. She killed herself
Mm-hmm.
because she was a victim of online bullying, is what the parents say. The parents they gave a petition to the prime minister, and subsequently now children below the age of 16 are not allowed to have a smartphone. They are not allowed to have a smartphone, which means they cannot have access to social media. They cannot have social media accounts. This law has been passed in Australia. So, in
Mm-hmm.
simple words, you earlier told me about the fact that a little girl has started her own channel where she's
Yes,
uploading
yes,
all these dance videos and
yes.
all of that. Do you think this kind of a law is good, wherein children below a certain age should not be given access to social media, let alone create their own channels? Do you think that
Yes.
that is a good idea? Do you agree or disagree with this?
Yes, to some extent, I agree because it's very helpful for them, for their growth, for their mental and as well as physical growth also. Because when we see even every parents these days, they provide mobile in their children hand, whether they are 2 year old, 3 year old, or even 6 month old children also, child also. So
Yeah,
yes, it's really good. Means if these types of practice will start in our country because uh, children can learn through social media, but more chances to the more chances to distract themselves, correct?
very true. More chances to
This,
distract themselves, to distract.
yes, distract themselves. So if they want to learn something, so there should be many type. I think there are many types of applications. Only there would be the access to use only for our study purpose. Means only that application would be means add in your what we mm, that type of applications will
Okay,
be in your mobile,
got
so
it.
you will not have the access to go different social media platforms to distract themselves. So in this way we can provide, and it would be better they can use mobile in a very productive way and without harming themselves.
True. That is actually a valid point. But do you think in a country with our population, Australia is a considerably smaller continent, in a country of our population, do you think this would be effective? We have the largest population in the world. How effective do you think it would be to make sure that no 16-year-old or no child below the age of 18 has access to a
Uh,
smartphone?
I think everyone says that India has a large population, and sometimes it's not possible to monitor each and everything. But
Yeah,
I think, in my viewpoint, I can say that yes, it's possible because we have already large population, and we
yes,
can utilize that population and can monitor uh, well than others.
yeah. That's a
Yes,
very valid point. Yeah.
yes.
Maybe actually that is an excellent point that you said because we can use the population to our advantage.
Yes, there are so many unemployed person, so we can
Yeah.
utilize that manpower.
Ah, very valid point. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
That is actually an excellent thing. Monitoring of our children, especially in today's generation. they have unlimited access to smartphones and social media. So even if
Yes.
we curb or even if we restrict them from using social media, they will get all these things when they go to school or
Yes.
when they mix with their friends. We don't know who they are mixing with, or we don't have control over that. No, Saraswati.
Yes. Yes.
That is not possible. Parallelly, though, as adults, especially amongst women, do you think that we sometimes, as adults, we also misuse social media? Do you think adults misuse social media? Educated women like you and I, do you think that we are capable of misusing social media?
Yes. We are misusing social media. Not everyone, but I think 90% women are misusing social media. Only 10% are women. I believe that they use mobile for their useful activities. Otherwise,
Right.
90% women they misuse and means waste their time just scrolling their mobile for hours, not
Ah,
hours, the entire day.
right.
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe, how do you think we could actually avoid that from happening? Do you think that there is any particular way we could avoid that? I don't think it's just the women, even men for that matter, sometimes they also misuse.
Yes.
How do you think we can actually curb that or restrict that from happening?
Only it depends on us because as I if I want to reduce the screen time, so it
Yeah.
depends on me only because no one is going to monitor myself or no one is going to tell anything. I can spend hours. So, but if I make a rule for myself, only for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, in this way I can reduce the screen time. Otherwise, it's not possible.
True. Maybe also, I was thinking one way is we control ourselves, Saraswati. But
Yes.
another aspect of this also is if we have occasional talks, like for
Okay.
instance in our churches or in our temples or our gurudwaras, maybe we have people who are working in these fields come in and give us talks like psychologists or
Okay.
psychiatrists. Don't you think that that would also work? Do you think that that would be effective? Do you think?
Uh, means you are trying to say that if we visit these type of places.
No, it depends. Now, all of us follow different religions. In
Okay.
religious institutions, when we go, the priest there could say that we've arranged a talk like this. So it would be
Okay.
nice if we actually attended those kinds of talks. What do you think?
Yes,
Do you think that
surely.
that would
Like
work?
suppose we have temples, churches,
Yeah, yeah,
gurudwara. So
yeah,
once in a week, twice in a week, when we go visit there, so we already get many companies to interact ourselves.
yeah,
In this
yeah.
way, we can reduce the screen time, and I
True.
think it's really very good practice, and it also keep us what we say keep us in connection with our religion, and
Yeah,
we will learn many things by watching, observing others also. By our
very true.
elders, children can learn many
Yes,
things.
that is also there. Yeah, that's actually a very valid point. Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Saraswati, it's been lovely talking to you. It's been such a long time, so it's nice. It's always nice to meet people after such a long time.
Yes.
And I remember we used to have our conversations occasionally last year, no? It's been a year, I think,
Yes.
since we
Yes.
last
Yes.
spoke. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember last year we did speak. We had a couple of conversations and very interesting conversations as well. So this one also was equally interesting. One thing I would say, Saraswati, is maybe your choice of vocabulary. For the most part, your grammar was decent. I can't really complain about any grammatical mistakes and all of that. But for instance, you talked about, we'll open up your chat box, okay? Can you see
Yes.
what I have typed in the chat box?
Hi. Okay. Yes. 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 Sorry.
So
Sorry.
just wanted to make sure, before
Yes.
I type a whole sentence, and then like, oh my God, I can't see anything that you've typed. So that's why I wanted to make sure.
Okay.
You said
Okay.
that your daughter, the exact sentence you said was, she's talking to start her channel. Now, talking is the wrong word. First of all, that is the wrong word. Rather than that, what you have said is, she has been pressurizing us to
Mm-hmm.
start her own channel, or
Yes.
she has been pleading with us to start her own channel. Not co-start. I meant to say to start. It's not co-start. Sorry.
Okay.
So she has been either you can use the word, my point was you could have used the word pressurize or plead.
Okay.
Plead is another word for beg.
Okay.
So she
Okay.
has been pleading with us to start her own channel. So the
Okay.
choice of vocabulary you need to be a little mindful of is what I was trying to say. Then you
Mm-hmm.
said common student, and you asked me also if it was correct, but I didn't
Actually,
want
yes,
to.
I was not getting the proper word.
I didn't want to interrupt you because I thought let the conversation flow, and then I'll tell you in the end. Because otherwise, when I stop you in between, maybe you will forget your train of thought.
Yes.
Not a common student, a regular student.
Yes, regularly.
A
Correct.
regular student or an ordinary student or an average student. So you are
Yes.
talking about a student, you're talking about a gifted student. There are many gifted students or
Yes.
gifted children, or you are talking about child prodigies. Prodigies means a prodigy is the singular form.
Okay.
Prodigies becomes plural. Now, a prodigy is someone who has immense talent at a very young age. You can
Okay.
also say that these are precocious kids.
Precocious.
Precocious means to have certain amount of mental ability even before a certain age. So most children they start talking at the age of maybe 2.5. Some children they start talking at the age of 6 months. Now that is being precocious. So they've
Mm-hmm.
actually got, or they're child prodigies because their intellect or the emotional quotient or intelligence quotient is extremely high.
Okay.
So that would have been the ideal word
Yes.
to have used rather than common student.
Yes.
Stick with your guns was an excellent thing. It's not stick with your guns, though, it's stick to your guns.
Stick to you. Okay.
Yeah, stick to your guns should have been the correct usage of that particular idiom. Then you talked about the fact that it was a very good suggestion that you made. That is to have only certain specific apps related to educational content for children.
Yes.
You were talking about that. So if we are giving access to children, or we're giving access to children, we're
Yes.
giving smartphone access to kids, make sure that they have access. So the exact sentence you said was that kind of apps will be added. So you were not getting the right word. So what you can say is
Yes.
make sure they get access to
Yes.
specific apps related to their education or mental health. Related to their education or mental health.